Life.
What up, YouTube? Happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank y'all so much for being here. Shout out to everybody in the building and everybody watching this. I wanted to bring this, give my 2 cents like I always do. Bring my 2 cents on this whole Corey Holcomb situation, baby. Things have took a turn. You know what I'm saying? For Corey. It's not looking too good. It's not looking too good for Corey. Now, of course, I'm gonna pull up the video that is all over social media. I want to get y'all thoughts on it. Also, I have the audio of the woman in question, which her name is Christina Payne. This is the woman who I think was, this happened to, and I want you to hear what she had to say. She spoke with TMZ, and y'all let me know what y'all think of this, but. Of course, before we get into the video that's showing Corey, some people are saying he didn't punch her, he pushed her. I don't know, but he put his hands on her. Before we get into that, I want to play first what she had to. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get into the video first. So we'll play the video first, and then we'll get into what she had to say about it, since this is all resurfaced. Now, this happened about a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not new, but nothing, I guess, I don't know if this is what Corey was alluding to about him having a lawsuit, but I think it is. I'm not sure. And shout out to House of Hypocrites, because he posted this first. He's the first person I saw this who posted this, and I'm gonna play him, the clip of him, putting, this video. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Make sure you hit the like button. Also support the channel via Super Chat or Cash App, y'all. That definitely helps the channel out. So make sure you are supporting in that way if you can. Okay. So let's get into this. I'm gonna pull this up. Shout out to House of Hypocrites. So this is her.
That was the moment. And this was the moment that was identical to the Anton Daniels situation. He told her to say that shit again, and she was brave enough to say that shit again. You gotta have some respect.
Let me back it up so y'all can see it closer.
Before.
So, there it is.
Oh yeah, that's a bad look. That's a bad look. Look like some dude stepped up. He got his ass handled. So y'all can't say, oh, he gonna just approach women. That dude got up and got his ass handled.
That's her right there. And Corey, right there. He looked like he was going towards her again. Now, they're supposed to be friends now. Him and that lady are friends, or were friends. I don't know if they still are. She's going to talk about it.
That was the moment. This was the moment that was identical to the Anton Daniels situation. He told her to say that shit again, and she was brave enough to say that shit again. You gotta have some restraint, though, man. You gotta have these women tricking you out your position. And another thing, yeah, he approached her. Once she put her hand in his face, that's when he big faced her, because he ain't punch her. It looked like, you see that? That right there? Moved the hand and pushed her in the face. But shit, the same way I was telling Corey Holcomb or whatever. Once you walk into somebody's face, man, they feel like you a threat. That's when they supposed to pop off on you. And that's exactly what she did. Now you gotta go through this situation, and Anton Daniels and everybody that hates you about to have a field day with this.
Dub says you're going out like a real bussy boy. You wasn't thinking about your fam's welfare when you was wreaking all of that havoc last week. Your daughter should sue you. Well, stick around for the show. Stick around for the show.
Now, that's where they're trying to say, allegedly, Anton may have had something to do with leaking this. I don't know that for sure, but they're saying that could be allegedly him saying something of, that I don't know. I can't say that because I don't know. So I'm not saying that. But that's what people are trying to insinuate. But I don't know. Let's continue.
Not for this show. For a different type of show. Stick around.
If you've been watching 5150, Corey Holcomb already explained he had a situation with comedian Christina Payne, and he described exactly what happened. And it's exactly what happened.
My thing is this. I asked her man to get her and take her home. I asked her to go home. She got extra loud, even when you came to her in peace. Like, what is this? Calm down. Next thing you know, she extra loud.
You just said I came to her in peace, so you saw that. Even though the tape gonna show everything.
Yeah, I'm standing right next to you. Couldn't hear what you said because it was just that quiet.
I said, what is the problem?
She gets all loud in your face. Let me tell y'all something. I got 5 brothers, a daddy, and a stepdaddy, and they all told me, Trina, we know you roughhouse with them, but if you ever step to them in their face, be prepared to get knocked down.
Straight up.
You're going to push them too far, and they going to knock you down, and then you're going to be upset because you was all in their face. I done been out there roasting, and you done brought me down like you can't talk to him like that. I'm like, that was funny, though. Yeah. But my thing is, it's only so much, and she just kept going and kept going. And it's not her first time, and we don't play like that. Y'all wasn't even roasting. When nobody...
The to say it was a roasting session on her thing.
Hey,
nobody even talked to that.
The truth is, it was not a roast. She don't roast. Y'all was not roasting. The she was saying, she was way up there. She stay on 10. And the next day, she texts me on 10. And I'm just like, girl, I tried to get you to leave. I know her. I've done shows with her. Everybody know I'm a part of the female comic allegiance. I'll be trying to get us all go together, work together. Then the next day, I came back to the Improv. They had a party. I ran into her husband. I didn't know that was her husband. In the hallway. In the hallway. He said, what was you talking about when you was trying to calm her down? I said, I was telling her it was money on the floor. We all out here working. We don't have time for this. Calm down. We got jobs. I had shows that week. She got shows. You got shows. Go home. So anyway, the next day, I just told, she made some accusations about me. And anybody that knows me know from beginning to end, all I tried to do was de-escalate the situation. So why she came for me like I ever maliciously did anything to her, I have no idea. I have no idea. I've never had beef with this girl. But I just told her, I said, wild accusations and judgment. You stay on 10. You and I were both there. Who needs the cameras? You saw me attempting to diffuse the situation from beginning to end. And she was like, I don't even know why, you left. You're a mother. I'm like, yes, I'm a proud mother. What are you, it was just extra crazy, her accusations.
Well, this is what happens. When people who ain't get jammed up in they make it seem like somebody did something to them. This is the way the world works. There's no honor. Like, Kim, I wanted to start some even though, am I lying? Look, did she say that?
Oh, yeah.
What did she say at the end after all the jumped off and we got her husband off the ground? After her husband got up off the ground, this is what I wanted. I wanted you to do this. That's why I did it. Am I lying?
You telling the truth. I was in her face. When y'all got to tussling around, she thought she was about to jump in it. And I said, absolutely not. Back up. These is all men. Back up. Trina, get out of my way. Trina, get out of my way. No, I'm not. Let the men do the men that they doing. Back up. This what I wanted. So she over me. This what I wanted. This what I'm trying to. No, you not. Stop. So this was your goal the whole time? Really? She's like, you don't know, you're not in this. I said, this was your goal. Yeah, this what I wanted. This what the man ain't never been aggressive, had no aggressive bone in his body. Come on now. You wouldn't, if you were supposedly roasting, you didn't come for him and say he was a woman beater then. Now you're making the accusations and now he a woman beater. Get the out of here. You're doing too much. Have a seat.
So I'm gonna pull up the TMZ audio. TMZ, the video of her talk, she's on TMZ talking about it.
What are you going to do now that there is a video that seems to support at least the fact that you were punched by Corey?
Now, that's interesting. She filed a police report when it happened and nothing happened. Why is that? That's what I would want to know. Why is that? That was an assault. So why wasn't anything, what happened with that? You file a police report. You tell them what happened. There were witnesses out there with all of these witnesses. What happened? What happened? That's what I would want to know. But let's continue. Listen to what she's saying.
It is hard even seeing that right now. seeing that playback and having to relive all of this all over again. But it's like almost like what.
I mean, what I'm asking is, are you going to pursue legal action again? The cops felt it was like a stalemate when it happened because they had no video. Now they got video. So I'm wondering, are you over it, or are you going to pursue this in court?
She was hesitant.
I feel like
I don't think she I don't know why she wouldn't pursue it.
it's
What's the difficult? What's making this so difficult, Christina, to go forward with it?
I feel like Corey's like threatened or tried to silence me, or like where it's like I've been in fear for my life, literally. Not able to leave the house sometimes, and so I
know you say you're in fear for your life. We mentioned the fact that he got a restraining order against you.
We have a restraining order against each other.
And you have one against him as well. Since
because
then,
he brought the liars to court and confused the judge, and we didn't have the video yet. So we literally got the video the day after court, literally. So I never went back to pursue like, oh, let me get an appeal or nothing like that. Like,
but why not? Clearly, you know, it's like that wouldn't have been hard to do. If somebody punched me in my face, for damn sure I'm suing, and I'm going to get all of and I'm getting everything. You know what I mean? Because if you could say, oh, your face is bruised, or you know, he bruised your face, or he assaulted you, you need to report that. And you need to get all the evidence you can to prove and go right away and go back, do what you need to do. You don't sit down and just let that slide. Why let it slide? And then, so you had no video evidence, but still report it, still go. And then when the video evidence come out, go do what you need to do. Why is she hesitant about it? Let's continue.
My attorney literally kind of gave up after she was getting defamed in her character and everything. You can see on his how horrible he would speak about me and her, and literally it's horrible, like the way he treats women, the way he talks about us, and then to the point where it's like, really, like you're gonna hit me because I'm telling you about God, and like you need to change your ways, and you know, it's just horrible. Like and then I'm just disappointed in how nothing was done. And I went back to the police station like so many times, and the LA fires were the excuse every time, or no detectives were ever available, ever, for some reason.
Well, but the video changes things. I mean, you know, when it's just your word against his word, it's a stalemate. Now you have the video, so that's why and if you don't want to answer, I'll respect that and back off. But that's why I'm wondering, are you going to go back to the police now, especially since you have mutual restraining orders? And are you going to say, look at this?
Yeah, who needs the restraining order? I'm the one who's getting punched.
Well, Harvey, what would you advise?
Oh, I don't want to do that because you know, I'm not going. I don't know all the facts, and I will tell you this: the one question I really do have is, and I don't think there's any justification for what he did, because all you're doing when we see the video is talking back and forth,
roasting, and that's what happens in front of the Improv every Monday for the past 30 years. And we stand out there and roast, but everybody knows in the hood, whoever wants to fight or cry first loses. And he literally lost it.
Well, now he said that you went after him first, and it's not seen in the video.
Right. What he actually wrote in his restraining order is that you put hands on him
but
before this video started.
First, so of course he has to like create some crazy story, you know. But basically, at the end of the day, he put his hands on me, and I didn't do anything to him. I didn't, nothing. But also what that video is not showing is the minutes before that. That video really needs to start from when I walk out there initially instead of cut right there, because there's a gun involved that he passed off to another female comedian and was like, oh, go put that up for me before he hit me. So literally, I am fighting with my mouth for my life, roasting this dude, but in the name of Jesus, okay? So I literally said, like, leave me alone. Like, you didn't learn from the last time you tried to, say, he said, I'm a super sock this B. That's what he said initially 6 months prior to that hit. So he finally did what he had been saying he was going to do. He threatened me in June of 2024, before this hit happened in December of 2024. And there's witnesses for that as well. So that's why.
Christina, what started back in June? What started this beef between you? Was it just a roasting that somebody that...
Well, he literally jumped into a conversation I was having with another comedian, and we were having this conversation with that comedian because of what he was doing to another female comedian, making her uncomfortable. So when that guy went off, and, I clown him to silence, but later he's my friend, so I'm like leaving. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna see you tomorrow, friend, on some but he literally was on silence and then stood over by Corey Holcomb, and then Corey Holcomb goes, he ain't gotta say you, and he jumps in my conversation with my friend. So that's how that whole thing started that way in June of 2024. But there's history going back from 12, 15 years ago on my radio.
So you had said a few minutes ago that the video, you saw that you got the video just a day after the court hearing for the restraining order.
Yes.
So you have this video. Do you have the longer version where you see somebody brandishing a gun?
Well, that's the thing, is that it was literally sent to my attorney where it's cut right after he were to pass it off or something like that. So it's they're not showing the whole video, and that's what I'm saying. We need the whole video, from the front when I walk out there initially, 12:35 or something, when I had to, and I was waiting for my car to pull up. My car was arriving soon or whatever.
All right.
It's that was only a matter of 8 minutes or something like that of time, but they're literally showing right at the 3-minute mark or something like that, and
right,
not the whole complete video. But
we got
after, if you look back towards the end, you'll see that that person goes back to go get wherever she hit it from, and you know what I'm saying. So it's
okay.
Well, it seems like the full video,
yeah,
is going to tell this story.
Thank you
Christina,
so much.
Thank you so much.
Really
for talking
appreciate
to
it.
us.
Thank you.
We're going to be following this. Thank you.
I guess I will keep y'all posted on this whole Corey Holcomb situation with hitting this woman. Keep your hands to yourself. I want to see what happens with this, if she gonna follow up on the charges or whatever, because I think she should. If he assault, which on this video, it looks like he assaulted her. So follow up with your charges. If we can get the whole video, that would be nice to see the whole video, to see what was going on, because she pointed that out. But even with the whole video, they're saying something about a gun. So, but he sounds like he was passing his gun to somebody else. I mean, he wasn't pointing at her or nothing like that. I don't know. So, I mean, okay. So yeah, I would need more to this, and hopefully she follow up on it. Girl, you got the video. Follow up on the charges. I have a feeling, this has changed the narrative. I will tell you that. You know how, when they say something is happening that they don't want us to know about, somebody end up getting this deleted to take the focus off. I think this is very convenient, I will say. And I definitely think this is going to take the focus off the whole Anton situation. So I definitely think people have turned the page. They're going to be talking about this as opposed to talking about Anton and all of that he got going. That's what's happening.
DeeDeesReactions, tell a friend.